Olivia down here has a 3/8 cover, which is designed for smoother applications like slick walls. 3/4, actually she's got a 3/4, Shane's got a 3/8.
So 3/8 generic,
On how they're
3/4 Purdy.
I got video of each one too.
Oh, did you?
If y'all notice, look at Olivia's, the finish that Olivia's getting. Creating like a little bit of an orange peel stipple.
Yeah.
Y'all noticing that? But you look at Shane's.
Shane's is a little more smooth.
On Shane's and Olivia's.
Her coverage. Yeah, I can see the little orange peel. Shane's a little smoother.
One right.
Look, when you apply with a roller, when you're applying with a roller, your paint, you get your paint on there. When you're applying with a roller, your paint, you get your paint on there. You roll it off the edge to even your paint out on your nap. And then when you're getting ready to paint, this is a fresh wall right here. We're going to start this way and move to the right. You give yourself a couple of nap area, per se, like this. And you're going to make a V or a W. It depends on how big your nap, how much paint it holds. But the proper way to roll is you start with a W. The point is to put your first excess paint. If you can see, it's super thick right there because that's where I started. I come down and I'm coming back up and you're starting to lose some of your paint, which is a good thing. So you're coming down, you're coming back up. Say we're going to do a whole wall. You go from top to bottom when you roll. There, you go over. You're starting to move into where your thicker paint is because you're starting to lose paint this way as you come into it. Now, as you can tell on your side, let me get here so you can see. As you can tell on my side, now I'm starting to lose paint on my nap. I know that I've went far enough this way. Now I need to smooth it all together. You go back into what you've already applied. And this is also called back rolling, which you do as well. It's to be sure you're smoothing all your paint out. You're not leaving no holidays. Say I stop right there and I'm calling that done. Here's an area that I missed. That's what we call a holiday. Obviously, you see that. You want to go back over it because you didn't get no paint on it, which is fine. If you got to stand there 5 times and do this, that's fine. But in the final, when you're done, you go all the way back up to the top, all the way back down to the bottom. Now you have no lines. Your paint is even. You're able to dip and start again. You start on this side. Make your V all the way to the top. Come in to where you stopped at, stop, and follow your process all through again.
All right. Well, that's good. So now let me ask y'all, what were your opinions on those roller covers?
It's definitely thick.
See,
Definitely thick. I like the texture better on this one.
And if, like I said, if y'all look at the different, what the finished product is on the wet, Olivia's got a little bit of an orange peel, Shane's is slicker. Justin, he did a hell of a job slicking it out. He would really have an orange peel on that one because it's going to create a texture. So the smoother the walls, the thinner the nap, the thicker the finish is going to be.
When you're doing something like this, would you go around cutting in and then roll these walls out?
Yes.
Okay, so you cut in where your corners. Do you cut in your corners if there's just
Yes, cut the corners, cut around all the trim, cut your top, your bottom, and then roll.
and then around all your plates, right? Your plugs and
Yeah.
covers.
And you want to keep it. If you're working with a flat paint, you could go through and cut in the whole house if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It don't matter. If you're working with a eggshell satin, which typically will be, you want to cut one wall and roll it while your cut is still wet. Otherwise, your cut will flash. You'll see it.
First coat really don't matter because it's first coat and you've got to come back on your second. But your final second coat needs to be wet on wet, or just like Booker said, it's going to flash on you. You're going to be able to tell the difference between your rolling and your cut-in line. And it's because once that paint dries, say your cut-in, and then you roll over it with wet paint, you've just created another layer on top of that. So it having a sheen to it causes you to be able to see that. You paint wet on wet. final coat.
All of these, just, we had different comments. This one went on thicker, this one went on smoother. All three of these are the same paint. If you were to roll, if this wall was rolled out and then you come in and roll that on this or touch up whatever, this is important of trying to keep with the same, what you did the first time.
Subscribe for more painting tips.